Hi viewers, welcome to our channel DNA, and today we are going to talk about the grade 6 chapter number 3, which is water as a natural resource. Hi students, today we are going to discuss about the third chapter of the grade 6 science syllabus, and it is water as a natural resource. All of you know that it's a common thing. Water is a common thing that each and every student would have some sort of a knowledge. Okay, so today I'm going to read the textbook and I'm going to explain y'all in a simple way the importance of water, the usages of water, and what is water pollution, okay, and what are the states of water. I'll be explaining you in brief, okay, in a simple way. So here let's start reading the first paragraph. Water is the most important natural resource given to us by nature. As soon as you hear the word water, you will think of rivers, streams, ponds, wells. So these are the sources of water. We call them as the sources of water. That means how we find water. So you get water in rivers, you get water in streams, you get water in ponds, and you get water in wells. Water is commonly found in liquid state. So there are three states of water. Right at the bottom of the page number 35, you can see that there are the three states of water: ice, liquid, and gas. Okay, so out of this you can water is available as liquid state only in a large scale. So even if you take a river, water is available in a liquid state. Okay, even if you take a pond, water is available in a liquid state. Even if you take a well, water is available in a liquid state. So the common state of water is liquid. Okay, now you can see this activity 3.1. What they do is identifying the states of water. Okay, so here you can see, it can be observed that when what can you see here? You can see that you have a test tube, a glass tube. Okay, inside the glass tube, what do they put? They put some ice. Ice cube means it's a solid. So the solid state of water is ice. Okay, and what are they doing here in this experiment? They are heating the ice. They are heating the ice. So what happens to the ice? The ice will start to melt. The ice will start to melt, and what does it become? It becomes water. So ice, solid, it melts and becomes water, liquid. And if you continuously heat it, if you continuously give heat, provide heat, and what happens? It starts to boil, and you can see a gas going up. So that is called the gaseous state of water. Okay, so that is what is explained in this particular experiment. The next page, you can see page number 36. Right, they have given you three test tubes. The first test tube is, you can see, ice, which is the solid state of water. The second test tube, you can see the liquid state of water, which is water liquid. The third test tube, you can see water vapor, which is the gas state of water. So we call these as the physical states of water. So here the next, in 3.1, they have explained you the states of water. Right, water exists in the states of solid, liquid, and gas. I explained you that earlier. Right, these are the examples. Water as solid. Now you can see the first picture. Water is available as glaciers. That means like ice mountains. Okay, then the second picture, you can see water is available as ice cubes. Now even at your home, if you open your fridge and see, you can see ice cubes. The next is snow. Right, in most of the European countries, you have winter season. During the winter season, there is snow. Okay, so those are all the solid state of water. In page number 37, you can see the liquid state of water. They have given you four pictures. The first picture is a river, that's also liquid. Well, you can see, you all have seen all these things. Okay, next the sea, it's also the liquid state of water. And the final one is a tank. Right, tank means, for example, like Kalawever. Right, those are called as tanks. Next, I will be explaining you about water in a gaseous state. That means we call it as water vapor. Okay, so in page number 38 you can see the activity 3.2. They are going to test whether there is water vapor in the atmosphere. Water vapor in the atmosphere. Now what you can do this at home also. You can take a glass, put some water into that, and then add some ice cubes, right? And then you can cover the glass with a piece of cardboard, right? After some time, what can you see is that on top of the cardboard you will have some water drops. Okay, you can see some water drops on the surface of the glass, right? Or around the glass you can see some water droplets. Okay, that can confirm that the atmosphere has water vapor.